Welcome to GC Cars. My name is Eric and today we are going for a POV test drive in this 2025 Lincoln Navigator Reserve. Excuse some of the water sweats, it's been a rainy weekend, and yeah, today we're going to take a little POV test drive around this full-size luxury SUV. But before we do that, let's take a look at one of the big new features, the Lincoln Splitgate. So as you can see, if I press the button, only the top half opens up, and then another press the button will lower the lower part of the tailgate. Has some benefits, in my opinion, a lot of drawbacks, but if you want to hear a full opinion on this, well, just click on the top right hand corner, you're going to have a full review where we go in depth on this new Lincoln Navigator. That being said, in this POV test drive, I will not give you too many opinions. It's more for you to kind of see, listen, and hear how it is to drive Lincoln's flagship SUV out on the city streets. So without further ado, let's hop on in and get driving. This is the hot chocolate themed interior. So we got a lot of browns, some blacks. Looks quite nice, and obviously, well, it's a Navigator, you got plenty of room in the back for second and third row. Passenger's main upgrade in here, 48-inch screen up top, controlled through this screen down here in the center. And we have our squircle steering wheel. If you're wondering why is it shaped like that, if we had a normal steering wheel, it would block our view of our 48-inch screen. So squircle it is. But let's get driving and enjoy this beautiful summer evening. See a blind spot camera pop up in the gauge cluster. And while we're here, why not do a little bit of a acceleration run? We go into Excite. I'm just gonna see how quickly this car accelerates. Let's give that Maserati some room, so I don't wanna annoy them. And as you can see, it's got plenty of power. So back into too high we go. As I said, this screen is controlled through our smaller screen down here. So what we can do is, if we want to change what's displayed, we have a little shortcut here. And now I could say, place that with the clock. But I prefer to have my media right there, and then you can swap them around. Let's say I want the weather on the left-hand side. Sure, no problem. We can change that all we want. So a lot of flexibility in terms of that, but it's not a very, it's called an active screen. It's not like in the Escalade, where, you know, this all displays different content and it's changing constantly. Now this is more like some additional information, but not much you have to actually engage with. turn off the start-stop because I find it quite annoying in the Navigator. It's a very noticeable startup. Now we squircling around. It's always funny when you hold the squircle sideways. But you get used to it. Honestly, it's I quite like it actually. Okay. This is certainly a very interesting driver right up ahead of us. While it's charging here, cup holders over here if you're wondering what's underneath these covers. And we also got a sunglass holder up here, which surprisingly few cars have these days, so I appreciate Lincoln including that. And we also have multiple different themes here for our screens. So we're right now on Inspire. Constellation also is a nice theme, which I like. As you can see, it's kind of a nebula out in space. A Tranquil, which I believe is like a galaxy. No, that one was kind of like a reduced one, and then Engage, I think, had like a galaxy, like a sideways split galaxy. Looks a little interesting. Not my favorite, but there's 4 different modes. I love Engage, and sorry, I love Inspire and Constellation the most. As you can see, they shift over depending on if I have my link keep system on or off. Really nice. Well done. Gonna tune in here for a second. And I'm gonna wrap up today's POV test drive right here. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like and subscribe because we got more videos coming. And of course, the full review is just on your screen right now. Thank you and goodbye.